This is a How Is He podcast with Podge and Papa, proudly sponsored by Amplify. Power up your podcast. Let's kick it off.
Welcome back to the How Is He podcast. Join us always by my co-host Paul Popadoling right here in the fantastic venue that is Amplify in the heart of Carlton. Stop fucking interrupting me on
Thanks
this.
for having me, bud.
You're just a passenger in this journey. You're not part of it. This episode is brought to you by Carl Smith and the go-to team for contractors, subcontractors, suppliers and manufacturers. Want accurate and competitive project pricing. Visit carlsmith.ie or find them on all your favourite social platforms. This evening, today, this morning, whenever the fuck it goes or whenever you read it, we have, this is a big one. CK have recently been accepted into the brand new third tier of League of Ireland, and today's guest is a man who was at the heart of getting this over the line. An entrepreneur, sporting leader, family man, and one of the key drivers of football development in the South East. Hailing from Wexford, sorry about that. He's 40 years of age, self-employed and the owner of health and safety training supply business, but football has always been right at the heart of what he does. In his current role as sporting director for CK United, he's responsible for everything from player pathways and coaching structures to long-term strategy, governance and the club's push towards professionalism. From academy to senior football, from grassroots to boardroom, this is someone shaping the future of the game, not just talking about it, which plenty do. So let's get into it. The journey, the challenges and the vision going forward of CK United. Mr. Shane Dunphy. Shane, how are you?
We'll pay you for the introduction.
Yeah, you done well. To be fair, you didn't spell anything wrong.
We had to type it.
Someone who can't spell my wife's name, I don't believe that. That was it.
How are you? How's things?
Yeah, look, it's busy. It's great. It's it's been a long journey. But it's very busy at the moment. Right? It's a big push now for the next 6 months to get ready.
Talk to me about that process. We'll get to how you got there, but talk to me now about that process. What's it looking like?
Yeah, look, so like before Christmas, we knew it was coming. So we knew we were told very early in the process that we were dead certs. But until you get that email and you get the phone call to say you're getting it, like, because that's the most important part. So in the background, I was sending out feelers and seeing who was interested in relation to kind of lead the coaching side of things. We had a target. I spoke with Peter and Fran from working with Tom in Wexford in my time there. He was the academy director when I was the under 19s at the time coach. So yeah, we got on really well, right? So kind of fitted the bill. I knew he'd gone off to Rovers, gone off back around the place, back to Joey's and done a bit of work. So that was that process. I met him at Christmas, you know what I mean? So
Jesus, that's fucking early, right? That's way before it was even announced, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I spoke with him. I suppose he put it out in the media. We spoke around Christmas, but we probably spoke in August. That's to be fair. Like,
I think you have to though, Shane, stay ahead, don't you? You kind of have to.
It was a headhunt. Like I knew he was like. I knew the new academy season was coming in. I knew he had applied for the Longford job and just missed out, and he was going to apply for a couple of other jobs. And I said, "Look, we want you. I want you to be to lead it." And we sat down and we spoke about who I wanted to bring in with him. And yeah, we agreed that. So yeah, that was a big part of it, to make sure that at Christmas we could make sure it was ready to move. Then I had to let him meet Peter and Fran and have a conversation and make sure Peter and Fran had met him and they were happy for him to move forward. He holds the same values. Like, he comes from the, progression through academy. For us, right, it's really, really important. We have a couple of older players from the league that have played, so from the Carlow, Kilkenny area. But we want some of our 20s, to be pushing through. I think you were at the match last year where at the start I was refereeing it. God love it. I think
in Collision?
I think most of the guys in the pitch, I didn't realise Timmy you forget with so many players coming in that Timmy had played with you and coached with you, and like everyone was a young lad who I found out after was playing with centre midfield, who was with CK before I joined, and he's going, Christ, Timmy's gone quite good. Or whatever way Quare is in Carlow, I don't know.
You're close, yeah. You were right,
I was like, and I said, look,
Quare good.
I said, Timmy's only turning 16, like, you know what I mean? And he says, yeah, but he's lording it here. Yeah, and like that's the whole point. Like, we need, and Timmy will be in the squad, right? You know what I mean? So if he keeps doing what he's doing, we played mine during the week and down in Wexford, and I think he run right again. Like, you know what I mean? So like, if he's 17, turning 16, 17, and running right against men's teams, that's what we want. Like, so we have to see that progression, because that's the whole selling point. So that was the big thing with Tom, to make sure we got that right. And then now it's into, as I was showing you just before, picking jerseys, releasing jerseys, getting windows fixed. Like, so we better say thanks to Brian Walker for doing.
You'll have a club shop up, will you?
Yeah. Well, hopefully I have to meet with Kelly in Old Sport now in the next week or two to open up that shop in Buckley. Yeah, look, there'll be other commercial deals to be done. We've mentioned paddle courts before, so that's definitely saunas, recovery rooms, all the mod cons. You know what I mean?
If you're going to do it right.
Yeah, absolutely. So all that has to be done. Like, there's a couple of rooms out there to be let out. So we're doing that. We're met. So Clearwater Construction are the contractor for getting the grass ready for August and getting all the clean up done. So they're moving in now. They say the second week in February, but my God,
moving quick, right?
Yeah, but the weather the last couple of weeks is killing us. Like,
horrific.
So, like they're finishing off Kieran's College. They're finishing off a couple of other Astros around the place in Kilkenny. Like, so they're going to be put back. Like, so look, it's not a big thing. We'd like it cleaned up. I'd like a few pictures to so get more interest and keep the interest going. So that's all. That's what's been the last, I suppose, since the 29th of December.
Yeah,
speaking with Tom and then going and getting all that kind of stuff. And yeah, not being near the pitch, unfortunately. I think it went to one match.
Really?
Yeah, it's a disaster, right? Like, so I'd gone from doing 4 nights a week on the pitch and being at home a lot on the phone, doing emails, and I think the wife and kids are fed up at this stage, want me gone. But like, it's great to be able to do that for the next couple of months. But it's I miss the pitch. Like, that's
it's your bread and butter, right?
Yeah, so everyone wants to coach. Like,
if you're qualified as you are, that's your release.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? It really is.
It is, and it's only probably over the last couple of weeks you realise how much you miss it, right? You know what I mean? There's no fight over a throw in. There's no fight over a corner.
Yeah.
But you get satisfaction of fixing something on the field for a player
absolutely,
as well.
Yeah. But
like,
then
if he's doing something wrong, no, come here, hold him aside. Do this instead. Try this. And
Will
if
you
he does it right, you're like, on that.
Will you put yourself into that management group?
That's up to Tom, right? So
are you interested in it?
Of course I am. I've always wanted. I've made.
You've been there before, though, right? Have you been at that level before?
I've helped out with Wexford, right, in when they sacked managers and stuff there. But
what's your thoughts on? I've a little bit of experience at that level in the League of Ireland, and for me, I also always find it very exciting.
Yeah,
I used to find it different from the underage stuff.
Yeah,
because the asterisk is with the fucking result.
Yeah.
So your preparation and everything is key to get,
Yeah, look,
does that excite you?
Absolutely. Like, so, like, it's I'm 40, so it's 20 years of my last.
When are you 41?
I'm 41 in June.
Oh, right.
So it's 20 years now of
43 years ago.
Full time involved in League of Ireland. So from playing with Waterford, then moving to Wexford, then for some mad reason deciding to referee in the league for a number of years. Now back here doing this. Then went to Wexford. So I've never the answer to that is I don't know anything different. Right?
Yeah, gotcha.
Been involved, helped all the way to right up to setting up the Women's National League with Wexford. Right, so I was the manager in that team. The year before it was put into the league, and John and Lizzie went on to take it because I decided to stay refereeing, so I couldn't do both.
Yeah.
So the answer, look, there's nothing like being at the pit match day, like, so like the last.
Suppose about what, isn't
there?
Yeah,
there is. The last couple of weeks is sitting there on Spotify and trying to find out all the old songs that used to come out to when we were playing against down in Waterford and Wexford, and so trying to bring that. Be selfish, sitting on the bench and going, remember that stuff. But like, there's nothing better than we're talking about James McLean like being back. Really started to feel old because like he was started his career when he was playing against them. So like like there's not Derry City going to. I can't wait to go to play against Derry or go to Cork. I was lucky enough to play in the Munster Derby in Wexford, with Waterford against Cork with 6,000 people in Turner's Cross.
It's a big game, right?
Yeah, it's a great game. It's like,
big, even this year's almost a big game.
Yeah, it's huge. And then you'll miss the other pits in Dundalk of getting a bottle of piss thrown at you because you just relegated them, and a lot of crack that goes along with it, and Finn Harp's getting a sausage thrown at you.
What position did you play?
In the goal, that's right.
Were you GK?
Yeah. One, it was.
Oh,
I was
you?
6 foot. When I had hair, 6'6". 6'5", right?
Are you 6'5"?
Yeah, I'm 6'5".
Jesus, good size.
Yeah, 6'5" and way too fat.
Big size,
Yeah, so like it was. Yeah, absolutely. That's there's nothing better than the buzz. But even to be even if not on the bench in the first game, to be around that again and to be travelling the games and the excitement of it. Yeah, it'll be
I just remember being involved. It would have been kind of under Shane Keegan for the brief time I was with FC Carlow.
I know, and refereed you ignorant feckers.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. But he used to remember he said it actually on this podcast. He used to love finding a rough diamond at junior level.
Loved it. Yeah,
he was brilliant at it. He was amazing at it. Yep.
Talk to me about. So let's focus on the third tier side. Talk to me about the mix you want in relation to recruitment and players and things like that.
So, like, we've always made the ambition with to have 70% of the players from the academy with the first team. We were an academy club, right? Is that realistic for this year? No, not remotely close, right? Because it's going to be. We will have 7 or 8 of the between the 17s and the 20s. Will we have a couple? Do we count a couple of players like Jude Bates Jr. who's playing in Collection now, who's left last year because he was overage? Do we count a couple of them who have been in the club? And so you can fluff up stats whatever way you want, but they've been players. But yes, there will be 7, 8 of current players that are in CK. At the moment, Tom was at the game on Tuesday, so he's identified 3 or 4 that he's really happy with. And then there'll be another people coming out of that. And then it'll be, going to maybe Shane Barnes. I think Tom mentioned his name. Like, again, mentioning names here is just, these are people that have played at the league, you know what I mean? Young midfielder plays with Davy Doyle in
Newark.
Oh my
Dean
God.
Kelly.
Yeah, so I'm going to get killed now for naming the players because all these managers are going to be going.
But listen, they're good players. You're going to mention them.
That has to match. Then, do they want to travel? Okay, the good thing about the first 6 months is that the travel is going to be very limited. It's going to be us.
It's a regionalised league.
It's going to be in Dublin. So it's like playing a Leinster senior game every week. You know what I mean? Which is
if they enjoy their soccer, that's the last thing they're worried about, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Saturday afternoon. You know what I mean? That's a Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening type game. So it's what I mean. You still get
your Sunday off.
You still get so, and you're playing on good pitches with good media attention. I feel that CK will be one of the pin-ups of the league because of Buckley Park, because it feels like that already with the amount of attention.
That's tradition, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of nostalgia with it. You know what I mean?
Jeez, my first memory of live football is Buckley Park.
Yeah, so was mine actually. To be fair, going to watch me uncle playing with Dean Celtic in the, I never get the name of the trophy, McCalman Cup final.
McCalman Cup, yeah.
And it got bet, so it was,
McCalman Cup was a big deal.
Yeah, it's huge. I remember sitting in the grass in the corner of the field, and you know what I mean, at 7 or 8 years of age, and absolutely going. Yeah, I'd love to be. We all remember. Those are the days I remember.
I remember I used to go and watch Mikey Coney playing.
Yeah,
it was super. Alfie Hale, wasn't it? Alfie?
Yeah,
Alfie Hale.
Yeah. I was like, them pictures are still up there in the kitchen actually.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Clinton Morrison make his 21s debut, Ireland debut in Buckley Park.
Kevin Kilban made one as well, I think. So Jimmy was telling me.
Kilban, was that probably before my time, but I remember Clinton Morrison. I remember Gary Doherty, Graham Barrett. The goalkeeper, he was fucking brilliant. He was on that team that got third in the worlds. I can't think of his name. I think he got Joe something.
Oh, Joe Murphy.
He got bad in, but he was fucking.
Yeah, he kept me out of Irish teams for way too long.
But the tone of voice just changed on a touch.
I knew the age demographic he was going with, so I was like, I kind of guessed who it was. He had a good career. He's still in, where's the Tranmere? I think it was. Yeah. So, and then you need the Kilkenny base as well. So obviously Graham Doyle will be the goalkeeping coach, right? So he'll be with the first team. Yeah, for the first team, and he'll be.
He won't be able to go to the games though, because he works every weekend.
That's what he tells you, right? So we'll
shout out to Marcy.
Busiest man, isn't he? Yeah. He's the busiest man.
He's not busy. He's hungry.
Yeah. He doesn't get any time off, no breaks, no nothing.
He's able to go to their own games on Sunday. So
I
don't. Graham's a gent.
They're hanging him out here now.
I could have hanging him out.
What a guy!
I love he's told his wife he's doing the first team. Yeah.
What a guy to have though. All League of Ireland experience, all the success.
Yeah.
Even if he just stood in the room and didn't open his mouth,
he was at, I remember we played Cork last year in the 20s and we beat Cork, so that's a huge deal for us to be beaten. 3 of them lads have gone foreign, to teams in Europe, and we deserved to win 1-0, but I just remember I was delighted with myself. We just beaten Cork, and Graham just walks in, slams the door and goes, "Sit down. You're expected to win these games. Turn the music down. and get on with it.
Yeah, that'd be grand.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be grand.
But he's right. And then I was talking to him afterwards about it, and you're dead right, actually. But
doesn't it change your mindset though?
Yeah, and that's what you need.
He's a winner, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, look.
Busy winner, but he's a winner.
He was like he was the biggest thing, like talking about rough diamonds and stuff. Like, you know what I mean, that was one of Shane Keegan's best jobs. You know what I mean, it was getting him in. Like, I remember being fourth official refereeing the games in Wexford, and like he was he in aura about him. You know what I mean?
He's an icon down there.
Absolutely. Yeah, he was.
But Shane was cute enough. He brought in Shawnee as well. Did not to go like Shawnee title is. I'm going to get him. We'll get him on here some episode.
Oh, Shawnee deadly.
Jesus, Tom.
Yeah. You
know,
like
if he talks football, you listen to him. Like,
yeah, and that's the hope. Like, we'll have to have someone with that, like that, with our local knowledge, and then obviously promote within ours.
You have to get that mix, don't you? You have to get even if it's someone who's just like a Papa, great example, who's done it all in Carlow, been coaching at junior soccer, park that, but just what he is and what he brings.
Yeah, like in fairness to the Fran Gavin, when they've put the criteria out, you know, they haven't made it ridiculously hard for someone to coach at this level. So with third tier, it's only a UEFA B required to manage the team. Yeah, but he hasn't come out with any of the qualifications for assistant coaches or any of that kind of stuff. So because it is a grassroots competition at the end of the day, so it's an amateur thing. So that's great because it allows us to be able to do this. Like to manage the 20s in the League of Ireland, you have to be a UEFA Youth A, like. So
but I think that's brilliant, though.
Yeah, but it's madness because there's not that many of us that have it. Yeah, right. It really shortens the pool because it's more important to get the right people. You know, we're talking about over a cup of tea before we started. Like, it's more that getting the right person in is more important than the qualification.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that's where we're at. So like, yeah, it will be a mixture of all that. Like, so it's going to be. We have to stick to the roots. It's the Carlow District Schoolboys League. Is this that? Because Peter gave out to me, I got wrong the name on another radio station during the weekend. And the Kilkenny District League. Like, that's what was at the end of the day. They're the people that set this up, right? Yeah. It's like what I said about showing you the jersey, the little tip to Jimmy and the MFA guys that'll be done. But it's really important we don't forget that roots. It's the Schoolboy League here in Carlow. It's the Kilkenny District League. They're the ones that set this up. For a very simple reason, so the likes of Peter Grogan and all these people didn't have to travel the length and breadth of the country to play football, right? So
he's got loan, is he?
Yeah,
Peter,
loan, yeah.
Hopefully he's signs a professional contract. We roll a few pound in.
Well, I presume he is, right?
I don't know. I haven't looked into it. But Peter, if you're listening, you have let me know, because
I signed a form from the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, for the golf club, though. He's a member of Carlow now.
Yeah. So
Jesus,
he must be getting good wages. That's expensive. But it's like that. Like, that's the whole idea of it. So we have to keep that route together. But will we have the odd guy from outside? Of course we do. So we have 11 counties covered at the moment. Yeah. In CK, we had a guy coming from Mayo to play 20s last year.
That's nuts.
But he was
trained twice a week.
Yep, and did it. Now he's signed back with Mayo this year. But like, that's the whole opportunity, because there wasn't an opportunity for him anywhere else. Like, so he's for.
When you say Mayo, what do you mean Mayo up there?
Like he's Castlebar.
Yeah, he's that the same for Castlebar?
No, he signed for Mayo FC's 20s.
Oh, Mayo FC 20s.
Yeah, he did.
But just a name I wasn't familiar with. I didn't like. With this.
Yeah. Jack Naylor is a kid's name. But like, we've kids from Limerick. We've a guy coming who's up training with the 17s tonight as a goalie, coming from Clare.
Tipperary's a great. When I done a little bit with CK at the start with Mihal and we were looking at recruitment, and the boys are from Tipperary. Yeah. Untapped.
Yeah,
untapped pool of talent.
We played Killavilla this year. Yeah. What a setup!
Yeah, Brian
Villa Park.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Brian Brooks, the chairman down there, was with us with the 17s girls there a couple of years ago. Yeah, brilliant, lovely kid, lovely people down there. Brilliant, fantastic, and they're building an AstroTurf very soon as well down there too. So like, it's a fantastic. But you're right. There's like, then that was one of the things I spoke with Peter and Fran about the name, like the CK. Change it. It's not much of a change, but it takes the Carlow Kilkenny over it. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? It in the longer version of it. But it's so important that it's the region. Like, so it's an hour, and anywhere within an hour of here. Yeah. Like, so that brings in a Athy, Portlaoise. Yeah. You know what I mean? All those.
Some traditional soccer players in Athy over the years.
That's we've done really well. Like,
but if you go off, I've had this conversation with Peter. I know Peter very well. I can see him because I'm a friend. But if you look at, say, from where Club Kildare is, all that space, say, to Kilkenny.
Yeah.
Like an all around. Like there's nothing there. Like Portlaoise.
Yeah.
Fucking
They're a
Portlaoise.
small club, so like it's
Portlaoise is a big club.
Yeah, huge. And we've 2 or 3 from Portlaoise, with Catchy, with Logan. We'd got, so with the 20s at the moment, there's a few more. Philip with us as well, who's with us between the 17s and the 20s. Yeah, like it makes no sense not to pull all those players in, but you still need to have that. You still need to have someone like that you watched in Pats or in Hanover.
You need the route, right?
You do, yeah.
You need the route best. There's no doubt about that. But this is where it changes. It just goes up an octave or two because you are now competing at the top level.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Absolutely, but it's also like if I was sitting down with a child as to 14, 15 going like where they were being promised by Waterford or Wexford or Bray or whoever it was, which the right to do is that this is the potential pathway.
Yeah.
Right. And now we're going, yeah, well, the potential pathway is there, but then look at how many players are being played at 15, 16, 17 in all these clubs all the time, and the majority, like the aim is to have, predominantly under 23 team. With the sprinklings of the olders, you know what I mean, the likes of Davy Doyles and
you need a bit of physicality as well.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. You just need a bit of know-how, right?
Yeah, exactly.
When to jump, when to lean in.
Davy's involved, right? Davy Junior's involved, right?
Davy's with the 20s, yeah. He's 20s.
Wouldn't be a bad signing, like.
Yeah, don't worry, he's told me. He can score goals,
a couple of hat-tricks this year,
yeah.
No matter.
Then Collection bet the crap out of him with 6 or 7 of our players, so I was delighted.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. That was unbelievable, wasn't it?
Yeah.
6-0, was it?
Yeah.
Talk to me about my very first instruction with you was I was at a 35s game between Hanover. You know where I'm going?
Yeah, I do know where you're going.
Between Hanover and
hang back from it later.
Between yourselves and Collection, night you won the league, and I was standing beside Harry Shorthouse was standing beside.
Yeah.
And this big massive figure came down between me and Harry and kind
of
gave him a bit of a brush.
The moon was definitely blocked in it.
And just said to him, watch what you want. It was something.
It wasn't polite, I can tell you
no,
that.
No, but it was. I can't. Sorry, I can't actually remember what you said. But I was thinking to myself,
you can't. What I said was
that big fucker's out for trouble.
I said you can publish something positive about us.
Yeah,
right? Because look, at that stage we had 3 or 4 weeks of. I hadn't seen it. I don't like to be honest. I'm from Wexford, so I don't see the papers. But the parents show it to me.
Yeah,
right? You get stupid texts about different things and all that kind of stuff. Then the coaches were getting it. So I was getting it about 4 or 5 times in the last hour on that drive up there. I says, right. I says, that's fine. I says, there's no problem. You've say what you want, but like we at the 20s were doing bad. They hadn't won many games, which like we had 7 or 8 under 17s playing for a reason, right?
Yeah.
But also the 17s hadn't lost a game, and 12 had accumulated the most points we've ever accumulated. But
didn't mention that.
Your girls were on the rise as well, obviously.
We won the first, absolutely. The 17s had our first time with our first international with Sophie Blackmore.
Yeah.
But no, we'll keep publishing.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have been up to date on what he was writing or anything like that. But I just I'll never forget the vibe. There's an angry man.
Harry's after getting slaughtered.
There's an angry man.
I only said one sentence, but it was very.
No, but it drove me to think that. Do you know what? This club is going to be okay after the lads passionate about it like that.
Yeah, well, I don't drive up an hour and a half up the road from home and leave my 3 kids and wife at home.
If it doesn't mean something,
it doesn't mean something. Absolutely.
I'd say you're very hard to peel away from the house, like wife and 3 kids.
Your wife go against the shower to get you up
here. But like, it's. But I've never, like, you can speak to anyone that knows me. I'm not like if I'm not happy with what something, I won't go behind your back. I'll say it straight to you anyway. Like so, and some of the players know that as well. And like, but I'd rather he knows how I feel and those things. But he's like majority of the positive stuff I've hearing recently is positive. Do I see the other side of the negative? Yeah, like okay, if you want to just. You
can't escape negativity, right? And you can't, and especially if it's more of negativity, you can't run away from it.
It's going to come no matter what. But
you can't be also
a whipping boy for
if Ireland get beaten tonight in the rugby by France, are they a bad team, or is Sean Prendergast a bad fly half?
Should Andy Farrell go?
Yeah. No. But like there's a little bit of perspective to what you're doing.
You don't. You tell you what my thing on it is, I'm not a journalist, I never will because I can barely spell. But I think they escalate things to a level of drama that they shouldn't be escalating things to. And the big picture's overlooked.
That's accurate, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know?
Do we disagree with anything that's being put up by set? No. Do we have an issue with any journalists? No. But all you want is it's like anything. You want to crack at the whip, you want to fair, and you want the people, because I suppose at that stage I knew we were getting third tier.
Yeah.
I knew what was coming behind, and you know what I mean, people do need to see the positive. And if we're consistently seeing, you're getting beaten. There's a kid from Hanover, or there's a kid from Evergreen, there's a kid from Freeport who's just going to go down the road to Waterford, to Wexford, right?
Yeah.
And it does have an impact, right? And so so for the 20-something coaches that are giving up all their free time as volunteers, right? Because we don't get funding, we don't get the solidarity grant that was announced, the 300,000 that goes to all the first division or Premier Division teams, the 45,000 that goes to the first division teams.
That'll change though, right? Once the third tier becomes established, that'll have to change.
It won't. So we get a grant from the FAI, but we won't get a grant from UEFA, because the UEFA, you're only allowed to give it to the top 2 divisions.
Gotcha.
So it's not. Now, by the way, I'm not giving out, but that's
but that drives importance for you to get into the first then.
That's the whole point.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so if I had our budget is less than 100,000 a year, right? So if I'm getting 325,000 into my back pocket to start the year, I'm going, happy days.
Nice one.
And then I can pay Owen, I can pay Keane, I can pay coaches.
Yeah.
We can have better facilities. Well, to be honest, that's actually unfair, because Collection, Ballon, all the facilities we use are top class for the place. But we have our own, and we can.
You can invest in the Buckley, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Or you can invest it into, GPSs, all the other stuff that goes along to make it. So, for us to compete and to beat Cork in the 20s, right? And they're sold for that squad for a profit of nearly €1 million, right?
Yeah.
So, and then on the other side, to constantly hear that you're not doing anything, you're not doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that. Yeah. So yeah, but
look,
it's
that's very valid. You know what I mean?
No, but I don't it's part of all this, right? So it's I promise you, if there's interviews and stuff, it'll always be box office. If someone catches me after a match, it's never it's
can't hide passion, man.
No, it's not I don't. It's.
But you don't do it for attention. You do it for the right reason.
But passion without purpose is nothing. Right?
Brilliant.
Brilliant. You have to have the purpose, and we're there. And when Peter and Fran spoke to me about doing this 3 or 4 years ago now, it's a blank canvas. It's such an easy job to do, because you're coming into it and creating everything from scratch. You're getting people in. You're trying to build a new business. You're trying to get people to buy into what you're doing. It's been a phenomenal journey, and we've done really well with that. So yeah, that's what's that now. But everyone's going, "Oh, you have a first team. You're not a real club until you have a first team."
I would have been on that ship. I would have been on that ship. We would have Peter on before. I would have said to him that when you get home, I'll be a fan. Yeah, I think that's a direct quote.
I used the same, yeah.
I would have been on that shit, and I was never as happy to see it announced. But I'm going to park that for a second. The night of the awards night, we had a conversation. Yeah. About Kennedy Cup.
Oh, the big bad wolf So go on. What?
So sit back in, folks.
So where I am in relation to that is, I don't understand how there's not a relationship, not necessarily between the specific academies, but that actual journey and the League of Ireland journey. I don't understand how it's I'm looking at it from the outside, Shane, and I'm thinking that's a grab. That's a smash and grab. You're going and you're grabbing all them players from academies at the vital age. I don't know how it's not better managed.
So actually, I was doing first aid with the Wexford Schoolboys League about 3 weeks ago, and I was sitting with Anne-Marie, the secretary, and I was saying, how do we solve it? Because I coached at this level. I've done it, and I've had a great time playing it. I said, why don't we just move it to a year earlier? And she goes, and she made a point of going, they're all in sixth class then, so they can't get off during June.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's an easy fix to it, right? Is there? We've again, my thing with the Kennedy Cup and the thing is, I think, as Sean is head of recruitment and that's what the instructions I've given Sean, if someone wants to play Kennedy Cup, encourage them to play Kennedy Cup, right? If they want to play a League of Ireland, then we can have a different conversation. But the parents have to be honest with the people who they're involved in.
Yeah.
And our recruitment policy is we don't go after individuals right at that age, right? So unlike other clubs, we just stick it out there. If you're interested, get involved. Will that change? Yeah, probably will change.
Of course it's going to change for you.
Yes, absolutely. Do we need to do again? Was it set up? This was set up at the Kilkenny District League, Carron District League. There's been changes in personnel on both sides of that. To be honest, my number one goal at the moment for the last 3 years or the 4 years was get a first team, right? So we've achieved that. Now there's a whole lot of other things we need to manage.
Yeah.
That relationship has to get better.
But even from a window, sorry to cut across, even from a window recruitment point of view, surely a showcase like that would actually benefit CK.
They're like doing it in June and then come in.
Yeah.
So that's the way it was done the first year I was here.
Yeah.
Right, and it worked brilliantly.
Perfectly.
Yeah. Like I'm trying to think.
Just delay the 14s.
I'm trying to think. We had 3. So Cruz, who's actually he's gone to Waterford now, but he got top goal scorer in the 14s. He did the Kenny Cup and came across.
Yeah.
There was 2 or 3 from Kenny. There's been So like, the challenge with that is that the last person to play Kenny Cup and get an international cap out was Ushie McDonough.
You're joking me.
Yeah, and it won't happen. It just won't happen. Like you just look at the 15. This you look at that's
a fantastic point that I never thought of.
And that's what they're told, right? And they know it, right? So the best play against the best. Again, this is we had double pass in and double pass. I just sat back and goes, scrap that competition, and the best play against the best. And we start academies at 12 years of age. Like that's looking from a Danish company from the outside and but that. Does that work?
I kind of be on board with that. It'd kill me emotionally because the sentiment I have for the academies because it's where I put most of my time in the game. But I think that's what you do then.
Coexist. I really think they can coexist and we can all coexist. It just needs a bit of
needs a solution, right?
It just needs adults to sit down and have a conversation, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right? And grow up.
I get you. Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm hearing stories from other counties where parents are driving, or there's coaches driving the parents' houses to keep them to play either other.
Yeah.
Like if I heard Sean or Keane or Owen were doing that, I'd sack them on the spot.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Like that's just madness. Like they're 12 and 13-year-old kids.
Yeah.
We also got to understand. You were mentioning Kennedy Cup, right? Okay, but there's Gaelic football. See, Cormac Murphy beat Knockbeg. Cormac was with us. Like they won.
Junior Leinster yesterday.
Council. I was because Good Council in my own school. I wasn't too happy to give him a good beat.
Is that would have been a final Good Council?
Yeah, they gave him a good beating. Right, but looks at the result. But like that's why I came up on the Good Council social media and I seen him. I said, yeah. So like there's Cormac after moving from us into GAA. I see Ben McCarran is in the goal, I think.
He's playing Sigerson Cup.
So it's not just right. So because we're soccer people, and our lives are driven around soccer. Like we get honed in on that competition. There's a lot more to the recruitment.
There's
and the G and on both. It's not just recruitment, and because let's be honest with the best footballer in Carlow or the best hurler in Kilkenny is probably the best soccer player in both.
Yeah, we always say that.
That's been mentioned many times in this podcast.
Like then do we go when do you start specialising? So there's the next debate. You know what I mean? So you start specialising.
That's
early.
A great debate, though.
Yeah, so, but that's really what at the crux of the question at the start is about Kennedy Cup. That's what we're asking. When should we specialise? I think we can coexist. Right, all this hurling, football, rugby, soccer at 12, 13 years of age, we can coexist. Like so, we have players within the academy that start in the League of Ireland Academy start at 14s, and they're encouraged to keep playing Gaelic football and hurling for the first year. Right?
Yeah.
Why? Because I don't know how they're going to end up in 12 months. Like I don't have a magic wand.
Yeah.
Are they going to like this? Is Mammy going to like driving to Kerry 3 times a year?
Yeah.
Like that's so. Like,
but that's fact.
That's a fact, right? So, like so, why stop them? And then the other thing, the pressure that some of these children put themselves under, not like they feel the pressure to perform. You know what I mean? They're on their Instagrams, they're on their TikToks. I'm playing with CK, I'm playing against this team, and so then
externals as well, though.
Yeah,
right?
So then why not let them play soccer? Why not why can't we have a system like in England that they can do both? Like that you can play a higher level, then drop down to the lower level.
Yeah.
Like it.
Well,
I'd
be.
The only thing I'm looking at here is like, how can we get kids? Forget about Kennedy Cup. Forget about that debate. Right. Bring up the calendar debate, the calendar league, whatever. We all want kids playing more football, playing more sports, more regular. So it's gone are the days where people used to kick ball in the street.
Dead.
It doesn't happen.
Don't see it anymore.
No.
Would you, I don't know. I wouldn't be comfortable buying my 3 kids out in the middle of the street
You
and here
wouldn't
in
see
Carlow
that,
or
no.
Kilkenny or at home, right? So why don't we do, like, I know our 14s are starting futsal in Ballinhall on Monday, right? So we, so like, how many halls are around here,
Yeah.
right? So why can't us, the Carlow League, Kenny League, get together and you don't doesn't matter what crest you wear on a Saturday.
Just fucking play.
Just turn up.
Yeah.
Like, we're all just turn up and play 5-a-side in futsal. Yeah, and just have a bit of fun, right? And then it gets everything from the recreational footballer to the guy the person who wants to
Progress.
So it's to simply just say, just put Kenny Cup against League of Ireland. That's the one that always gets the Twitter pages going mental.
Yeah.
Right. So that it gets a conversation going.
Gets the most attention.
Yeah. So it's not an easy fix, but and to be honest, if you go to Dublin or you go to the DDS team, it's a third rate team now, because they're all gone to League of Ireland.
Oh, they've all moved on. Yeah.
And you just look at look at the under 15s Irish international teams that Jason Donoghue has had for the last number of years. Like, there's no one from outside of Dublin. Like, there hasn't been there wasn't a player in Cork in it last year. Like, so. So, like, and I'm saying, like, just to be friendly with Oisin, so I know Oisin's parents, like Oisin McDonough's over in Italy at the moment. Like, he is the last that's gone through that process. Stayed with Wexford, moved to Rovers, right, and then went off on his professional journey then. So, if I'm...
Who's he with now?
Verona in Italy. Not Verona, what's the name? Valencia in Italy. And he's out of contract in June, so he's going to be moving on. It's
Valencia?
Not Valencia.
Verona, you could be right.
Verona, yeah, Verona. It is
Verona,
Verona.
yeah.
Yeah, and so he's moving on. Yeah, he's moving on. Yes, Verona. Yeah, but he's loving it out there. Like, that process is going. There's very few of them anymore. 15, 16, or 16 years.
Well, I actually think it's more common, Shane. I read an article there about a chap from Portlaoise that was in France, League One. He's for signing for Bournemouth.
Yeah,
he came up. I can't think of the chap's name. He came up through normal pathway into Rovers over to France. He was at Nice and then signed for Bournemouth.
Yeah, that's so. You're talking about the top 1%, right? There of like, there's, what do we have? 120 players in the academy from all the different area, right? And you're in. We're like, so why not just keep the Kenny Cup, right, and let them play, and then we have more kids playing, and the better ones, the ones who want to move on to that level, or want to play it. So then the kid that wants to play a little bit of hurling, a little bit of football, let him play Kenny Cup. Yeah. And then the ones that specialise, move them on. Yeah. And you know what? Adults step out of the way and let it happen.
Yeah, but
but here's the thing, right? So the big thing here is League of Ireland Academy. The FAI have looked for academy development, so that's what they call the program. It's not a league, it's not a table, so there's no table, that kind of stuff. It's still competitive, but it's about getting developing the player. So, like I was talking about earlier on, like Owen Walker was training last year with the 20s for most of the season. Yeah. Right. So that's what we're like. So if we get beaten 5-0 at 15s or 17s, I don't care. The first question I ask Owen or Keane or Sean, the managers, is to go, did we have 3 of the best players on the pitch? Like, so were 3 of our 11 or 18 the best 3 on the pitch? And if we have 2 or 3 of them, I'm really happy. Yeah. Where the Kenny Cup is, the only thing that matters if you get a plate or shield.
Yeah, it's finished.
It's finished well. Yeah. Right. And Peter keeps telling me I think when he took over around that time, and the jump he made was massive.
Bottom, sure,
in the bottom. So that's brilliant. But then
Peter take credit for that. Yeah,
no, he just but what's going to happen then naturally with that is then of course we're going to come looking, because that means.
But it was back then. It was people still came looking. It was just a different beast.
Yeah. It's a totally different.
No, you had kids going to Joy's, you had kids going to Belvoy, you had kids going to Kevin's, whatever it may
Cherry
be.
Orchard.
Do you know, like Cherry? Like I always use Conal Dunn as a great example. Played 2 Kennedy Cups a year over his age, a year in his age, went to Joy's, and I see him scoring a brace for Ireland against Ajax up in Aguewell. Like, I'm like, fucking brilliant. So it's the same thing, but here's the fucking problem, right? The problem is prestige. Yeah. So people involved in Kennedy Cup think that is the most prestigious thing in the world. I would have been on that ship until my last Kennedy Cup, and I realised that this is such a fucking watered down version of what it used to be. I think the prestige is gone from it. That would still be great to win it. Don't get me
It's
wrong.
not, it's not the norm anymore,
so
Pat.
It's not, no.
So you're an adult.
Yeah.
Ask the 13-year-olds about the week you had down there.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest with you, right? We came third in it the year I played
Who
with.
was over you? Who was?
So it would have been who was Tommy Byrne?
Oh yeah.
Tommy was it Tommy?
I think Tommy did it.
No, it
about
was Jack Stafford and Tommy Byrne. Yeah.
Tommy did it about 40 years in a row.
Oh,
for
he's
Wexford,
still doing
didn't
it. He's still there. He's still doing it this year. Right? But and you know, and I look at that team. Like we had Paul went to Man City.
Paul Murphy.
Yeah, Paul
Spot.
Murphy. Yeah, spot. I got a trial into Preston and a couple other places. So, but I if you ask me about any of the games in the County Cup, I can't remember any of them. But you know what I remember?
It's the occasion.
Yeah. No, I remember jumping out of the bed, and jumping out of a roof, jumping off a second floor, and you know, and then I think it was the the Kenny lads we egged the house on. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
So who's the problem, right?
Yeah.
It's the adults, right? So where we want to win the thing. If you ask any of the kids, and I've coached recently, like I've helped Sean out, and Sean was down there. All the kids will just remember the occasion,
Yeah.
and it is a great occasion.
Yeah.
And it still is. Okay, is you can debate about the standard or Ireland as good as what they were.
Standards dropped.
Yeah, but like that's
It's dropped.
But
The problem with the parents is that they look at it like, because it's like it's a one-off event over a week.
Yeah.
If my son doesn't get enough game time, he's never going to get a chance here again.
Unless you're winning.
Unless you're winning. But then over the course of a league campaign that you're going to be doing with CK United, that's spread over a few months.
As I said
He's
to
going to
you-
get many opportunities.
That's what I tell you. I couldn't believe it that night when Owen came to me the day before. I said 45 games. Oh, no wonder Shannon doesn't always giving out about it. But 45 games he played with that 15 squad, right? And we trained on top of that 3 times a week,
Yeah.
right? So that's
And Shannon, that's Dublin this year. So
Good lad, Johnny, and he.
He's
Good
like
lad.
come here, he's himself, and I'm trying to think himself and Mark Dowling are there, the longest. Mark's obviously there.
Mark is great for the club, isn't he? To be fair.
Oh, look, Mark is Mr. CK, like,
Yeah.
I mean,
he put a session on in the college for us one night, just for goalkeepers.
yeah, robbed all my
I
equipment.
was like astounded by it.
Yeah, like
I was like, wow, for Ben.
Yeah.
And he didn't move outside the 6-yard box, I don't think.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
So he's fully branded.
Yeah.
Anytime we see him, he's branded like.
It's brilliant.
He'll keep telling you, don't tell him that because he keeps on more gear. It costs me a fortune. No, look, like, and that's like for Mark and Owen, like being around for, so it's huge, like, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are. Yeah, they're. I could like they were all those sessions last year. So like that's the debate all the time. Like what? Again, it's up to the children. It's up to the parents. Even like when we did the signing with the new squad, the first thing I said, like, this is not for everybody.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Are you willing to? Because it's a lot of commitment. Like.
Well, it's but even if you go back to not to really back to the argument, it's not an argument, but it's a topic. The contact time you have with players compared to the contact time a league academy has is different level as well, and that's where I think it kind of trumps it.
Yeah, like, and it's not like I've seen all the. I'm not lying. I don't comment on social media stuff because you just get yourself and you tie yourself up.
It's just stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid, but you see all this stuff. Oh, the academy coaches, they've got you away for you. And I can tell you, lads, I've had more problems with the more qualified people than I've had with the least. But it's not. It's about the right people and having that development thing at the end, because that's a big mind shift coming to League of Ireland. Is that the result is really let's be honest, we all want to win the match, right? And that has to stay. Winning is important, right? But it's not at all costs, right? And this is like the academy still do a really good job. You know what I mean? I haven't been in Vale in ages because we the 20s we were training in collection, but like they were always on before us, and you see it. They're still doing the exact same drills, exact same stuff. You know what I mean? But the only difference is we practice more.
Yeah.
Right. So so they're saying that practice makes perfect. No, it doesn't. Practice makes permanent.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're practicing the wrong stuff all the time. You know what I mean? So why, like, go back to Timmy? Why has Timmy improved so much? It's not that we're world beaters. Football's a very simple game, right? You know what I mean?
It's
the
muscle
same.
memory.
Oh yeah, it's just about getting that
Habits.
habits.
So it is,
Absolutely. But training properly and more often. So I hate when people say practice makes perfect. It doesn't. It makes permanent. Right. So if you're training crap, you're going to be
You're going to have a couple of T-shirts out of this now.
You're right.
One of them is this. Practice makes permanent on one of them.
I don't because Johnny Johnny gives me some stick about the slogans. Like there's not a year.
I do the slogans around here. There's not a bit here.
There's not a PowerPoint that doesn't have a slogan on it. Right? No.
An inspirational quote.
Quote. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I love it. I love that. You know what I mean? So and then that's what we get rewarded. That's what gets rewarded gets repeated.
Yeah.
So like that's so. It's like there's no point in, I say this to Mark all the time actually. He said don't say well done all the time, which we're not doing well.
Yeah.
So like, and it's,
I find coach that all the time.
It's a habit, like it's just, but it's
defender headers the ball 2 yards. Well done.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Well
look, my bad habit is having really bad language. So like, so I'd rather have that one well done than have
I suppose.
If I'm standing on the sideline as a parent and you're getting passionate and cursing, I'm going to let him on.
You're gone very
That's it.
quiet on the sideline, though. I've noticed.
Who?
You.
Am I?
Yeah. You're gone very quiet
So
on the
do you know
sideline.
you don't be there?
I've seen. I've been.
I know.
twice this year.
All right. Where's this going?
No, I'm
He's
just
hiding in
saying.
the
I just
corner.
think you've gone very
Thanks.
quiet.
There's something coming. It's just, I know.
No, honestly.
Thanks.
I think it wasn't compliment.
You want me to show again?
Yeah, you get you in trouble.
Yeah.
Don't do that. The referees here.
Let's jump forward. First home game, the third tier. What do you want the match day to look like around Buckley Park? Are you going to call games?
Oh yeah, we like yeah.
Well,
so
if we don't get jobs as commentators, you may forget about it.
That'll be up to Peter. Right?
Peter?
He's a checkbook, not me.
Give us the job. No, we won't charge. We won't charge. We won't charge. Something stupid.
We don't. So the League of Ireland TV stuff, it costs about €500 for every game to broadcast that.
Right.
Through the app, right? So we can pay for that if we want, but they're talking about the Stadia Sports stuff. You know what I mean? So where it's free, but yeah, absolutely. The games are going to be streamed. We got to get the press box up to start over the far side for you. So
Brilliant.
the Timber,
No panic.
I know you have to lose and weight, but
You
the
keep the
Timber,
fight.
the Timber won't hold it at the moment. It's too rotten over there. But yeah, but we'll definitely get it done.
What's this?
A cast iron stage race.
It will be. It'll be
Oh no,
scaffolded.
it looks well. It's losing my way.
A lot of not by choice.
But yeah, like what will it look like? I suppose. Look, the nice. Getting the pitch back to looking green and flush or the lush and getting it look moving the ball, moving smoothly. Look, ideally, it can hold 6,500, but we're not going to use the far side. It's in too much disrepair.
The small one, the short one,
The one that they were
the one tier, low tier.
No, that's all the stands are okay. It's the far area where the media stand is. So where the tower is, it's
Okay.
there's too much work to be done over there with filling in stone and all. So we're going to hopefully. Well, look, if someone comes
So
in,
you'll have the big stand.
big stand.
You'll have the newish. Well, it's a new stand behind the goal.
Yep.
And then on the far side, then you're not going to put anything there.
Probably not because
It's just mound behind the other goal, right?
yeah, man, that'll be open. Yeah, that'll be all. So yeah. Conservatively, we'd hope for 4,500 of a capacity.
Fuck.
So
Do you think you'll fill it?
Like that's the capacity. If let's be realistic, like we're starting from zero.
Yeah.
So if I had 500 people there, I think that'd be
That's colossal.
that'd be huge. Like you know what I mean,
That's
the average.
big.
You know what I mean. When I was playing in Wexford the first year, there was 4,500 at the first game.
Yeah.
But average out about 500 after that. Then very quickly.
Yeah.
Unless you've Leach in plan.
Yeah.
5,000 women in the crowd.
It's Lee's company's doing the grass, so we'll just.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So
Just get him going, pushing the ball more with a boxer shorts on. And you'll fill it.
Like a big cock ad.
Talking about Kennedy Cup, actually, Lee still reminds me. But me and Tommy didn't pick him on the Kennedy Cup. We were out in Tullow doing, and
Go away.
he was pricing the Astro, and he goes, I still fucking. I said, PJ, the other lad that we worked with, or owns Clearwater, he goes, yeah, he still doesn't forgive you. But forgive me about what? And he walks up, and he's fucking huge now. Like, you know what I mean? He was only a little scut at that time.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, I still haven't forgiven you for not picking me in the Kennedy Cup. You aren't good enough.
Some unit, isn't he?
But there's the thing. There's the thing about the Kennedy Cup. Like, so he wasn't good enough then. But look at him.
He's League of Ireland.
Yeah, look at him now.
Yeah.
So this is why I think you still need all these competitions, because it caters for everybody at every different stage.
Yeah.
Right. It just the adults need to get out of the goddamn fucking wait and let it
happen.
And not worry about what medal they get down there.
Yeah.
It's
Let them develop.
Yeah, that's every competition. Like, not like even let them play the interleagues, do all that kind of stuff. Like I don't know how many times we've had guys. Is it your club go to Barcelona?
Yeah,
I know.
Like I don't know, all of them. Like they come to us. And they tell us that they're real shy, they sign, and then about 2 or 3 weeks later they go and tell us, "Oh, we're going." I says, "Okay." I remember Ronald telling me the first time. I says, "Go on, like they're mates, like you're with us 45 days, 45 games a season. You miss 3, who cares?" Like so, like we don't stand in the way of any of that. So like that's
That's great that you do that though.
But they're going to go back to you.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Connect. The Connect is great. You're looking at all the players. Like, oh yeah,
Collection have really benefited from
because we trained there.
Yeah, really benefited.
But Peter, but Peter keeps texting me. This lad used to play with us. This lad used to play with us. And I'm going, brilliant.
Peter's a great memory for players.
Oh, you remember? You know what I mean?
He has an unbelievable memory for and results in games.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's good at counting money too.
Yeah, and he's good at protecting it as well. That's the old Scot in him anyway.
Back off, Peter.
But like, how's it going to look? I like 500 people there, good bit of music,
merch stand, hospitality, food,
like the containers, all that. Yeah, like it has to be
Bovril and Buckley Park. I'll never forget it, boy.
You need that. Like you need the smell of chips going into the ground. Like, you know what I mean. As I said there, I'll never forget the day I came out and Finn Harps and they threw a sausage at me going, "Do you eat that?" I did eat it because they go to idiot.
I'll catch that.
But the smell of chips, like, as you're walking off the pitch, it's not now when you're going like.
Coach, do you need me straight? No, I wanted the chips.
I was sponsored by McDonald's in Wexford, so for a reason, as you can see.
Yeah.
But hope that's you need an atmosphere. You need it. You need a good experience, like simple things. We need to be able to get in and out of the ground. Simple, right? It's not an easy ground to get in and out of.
Access,
like, all that kind of stuff. So like hopefully we'll have all that sorted. We'll have a good bit of car parking, but not like if we get 1,000 cars out there, it won't fit them. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all that. Now we fit loads on the road and all that kind of stuff. So lucky enough, the brothers of Garden Kilkenny, so it'll be
all right.
The sergeant will be.
He'll
be getting involved in.
But you need all help as much as you can get like that.
I'm 23 years doing the safety business. I'll be pulling in every favour I have to make sure that we get that. Yeah. Like, and the father-in-law he does all the stuff for the sound and the cat laughs and all that kind of stuff. So
he's like,
so you're going to be leaning on his experience, and we already have.
I think you have to create a network to be a success, though.
Yeah,
because if you didn't, you're just going to drain money.
No, and you want people locally to be involved. So,
absolutely,
that's the thing. Like, hopefully, the first game, there's not that many games on in the league in the Kilkenny or Carroll League during that time. That's going to be the biggest challenge. It's a Saturday fixture, right?
I can't wait for the first home game.
But will there be 10 under 10 games at 2 o'clock in the Saturday in the car? So that's where the leagues, we have to hope that they'll help us out a little bit.
Yeah.
But again, the leagues have to run too. Like, so, but how we, because all those kids, all those schools. You know what I mean?
Saturdays will be the night, you think?
Yeah, no, it is. It's 100% Saturdays.
Is that a directive or
that's
decision?
From the all Saturdays for the FAI. Friday night is First Division, Premier Division. Saturday night is Tier 3.
You have floodlights?
Yeah, they've got to be done. They've got to be fixed.
Yeah.
Well, the floodlights are there. This is the thing about it. I was just reading the engineer's report again today. 4 seats, and we got to change the floodlights to LEDs and all that kind of stuff. And everything is working.
Yeah.
Everything is perfect.
That's great, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's built really well.
What time is kick-off on Saturdays?
They haven't told us that yet.
Because normally it's earlier than a Friday, isn't it?
Yeah. So
5 o'clock or something like that, maybe?
Yeah.
5
I remember when we joined with Wexford first time, Mick had the mad idea of doing 3 o'clock on a Sunday. Right, but
only Mick.
Relax, Mick.
Yeah, 3 o'clock on a Sunday.
Come in out of the fog, Mick.
Yeah, we did it for ages. We still got good crowds, but so like it's I'd say somewhere between 6 and 8. I would be probably like I'd love it was less earlier in the day, so then we'd have to use the lights.
Yeah, of course. Well, during the summer, 6 o'clock kick off during the summer, you'd be
lovely.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Some crack, like a few points in Kilkenny, and you know what I mean. Out you come.
I won't be having the points, but definitely.
Like that's what you're hoping.
You can't commentate and drink, boys.
Yeah.
Do this right. Want to do it.
Not for the last time.
And like so, then it's like you're hoping for your 5-a-sides, your ball boys, ball girls, local clubs, in this local school.
Whole half-time raffle for a jersey and
all that, like like that's and a bit of buzz. You know what I mean? So and then let's be honest with you, you want people coming back. It's a good experience.
Yeah.
Like that comes from driving in to getting your ticket. You know what I mean? They'll do all that.
Yeah. I suppose you can promote like season tickets and you can do them kind of promotions.
It's going to be challenging the first 6 months with the season ticket one because we don't know. Like
this is a short season.
Yeah. Like, but there'll be loads of games and stuff. But like, we'll see. Well, you know what I mean? It's a what's the price point going to be? All that kind of stuff. Yeah, Jesus, that's all been worked.
It's all to do.
Yeah, we'll know a lot more. I think it's the 18th of February that we've got to go up to the FEI for a couple of hours, and then we'll get a little bit more information.
How much is the entry to a Premier Division game? I can't remember the last time. I know it was at Waterford game and a few games. I can't remember the price.
15?
I think
15,
it's
and it's first division, same price.
Yeah.
Wexford.
12, 15.
Wexford
I
wasn't
actually,
expensive.
you know what, that's really, this sounds awful, but I can't actually remember the last time.
Yeah, I remember at the games, but I can't remember the price.
No, well, I can't remember actually paying because normally when you just
Were you one of them lads?
Yeah, you ring one of the lads and go, come on, you're around
You
the
have a lot
league.
of favours, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've got to go to a Derry game sometime soon because Mark wants us to go up there and have a night out. Like so, yeah. Like, but like that's what it's around 15 quid. You know what I mean?
Oh, geez, I can't
but like if
remember.
you want to go to Dr. Cullen Park, it's 25 quid.
Yeah.
To watch. Sorry, no, to watch.
No.
I'll be careful what I say next.
Yeah. Don't be careful.
But like to watch.
Well, I think a
3 or 4
junior.
football.
I think a junior something hurling final there was 20 quid to get in that summer.
You used to do two matches on it.
Or was it two
It could be
games?
20 quid in for an adult, but that'd be a minor in the senior final. But don't they're changing them?
Yeah,
It's just
like,
one game and it's one charge, but it's definitely €15.
yeah, like so. Yeah,
Maybe
I'd say-
tenner for student or old age pension or something.
Wouldn't it be great if you could do it free?
Yeah, someone has to give us a lot of money to sponsor.
Yeah, so you'd have to get it back, but like I mean that'd draw people in, right?
Yeah,
Just for the short season.
yeah, like that's it's going to be the big debate now. How much it's going to be, what it's going to be, and
Don't let Peter make the decision.
no,
It'd be a subscription. It won't be a charge.
Well, we have the lotto. You can subscribe to that if you want.
Yeah. So we gave it the lot of plug. But
Yeah.
I just want to touch a little bit on the awards night. I was taken back by the amount of people there.
No, not everyone was there.
Big event.
Yeah, it's a huge event. It's turned it in. Like in fairness to, they used to do it, and we did it after we did a futsal competition the first year I was in, and we had everyone there, and it was just mayhem, and the kids were delighted. But like, Mum and Dad didn't get a picture. It wasn't really, it wasn't a big event. Yeah, Derek wants to do a black tie next year, so so.
Does he?
Yeah,
Well, Derek.
yeah. So
Well, like a sit down meeting.
yeah, sit down the whole lot. Yeah, like it's the first year of the seniors, both senior men, senior women's.
Well, I don't know what it is.
Great
For
show.
me, I would say you got to mark that occasion.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
huge.
great show.
Yeah, we in sport we don't stop and celebrate.
Whether
the
it happens
wins.
every year is differently, but certainly the first year.
Yeah,
You have your
so
senior team, you have your two grounds.
yeah,
Let's mark it.
Well, you have a 20s.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a juvenile thing, right?
no.
That'd
you
be a
couldn't.
separate entity
Just-
at all.
You couldn't. No.
We're on a retainer for that. You know that. Just to let you know.
He's on one here.
Yeah, look, you got to remember we've got 120 kids between the 14s, 20s, 17s, and the women's senior team. But then you've got the academy. You know what I mean? The younger age groups. You've got your. We're 60. I think we're sold out. I think it's 70 or 80 people on the 2-day camp for.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and that's free. Like we're not charging for
Yeah,
that. Like,
brilliant.
So, that at some stage we'll have to go to be charged. But we've got to build our profile as well too. So as much as we can do, we're doing it free. You know what I mean? So we're paying out. But like, there's on average about 180 kids in and out of the club over 12 months, right? And that's without without going to the camps.
Yeah.
Everything else is done. So.
You got a great group of dedicated coaches as well there, though. You got fantastic. You mentioned Mark. You mentioned Johnny. Like,
well, they wouldn't be here without you know what I mean. So, they're volunteers. Like that's the you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
you watch your volunteer on the side of the pitch on a Saturday, Sunday here in the Kilkenny, Carlow leagues, all that kind of stuff. But these guys and girls travel to Kerry. Like Mark is going to Cove for a practice match because Keane's gone on holidays weekend to give us a dig out.
yeah.
I mean, and it's unbelievable. Like they just
And it's very hard. Like, it's very, very hard work full time and commit to that level of coaching as well.
what to do, like, because it's not like we ask a lot. Like, you know what I mean, we've asked them to do. They're now the 360 player app that we've bought into the club has made a massive difference because that does a lot of the automatic. But like attendance sheets, what we're talking about there, earlier on, the trying to figure out what height the kids are going to be, what stage of growth they're at. Like that's done every month. Like all the players have done their second fitness assessments last week. The court and then all the stats all have to be put together. Derek's monthly meeting is next Monday with them. On top of having their sessions the weekend, and Leanne in the girls' side has made a massissive difference as well. The last
what a character, by the way, Leanne, right?
Yeah, you need it, and she's so she's
only back from
in
coma scene there as well. Yeah,
and like she's gone Saturday and Sunday this weekend with the games. You know what I mean? So it's there's many like Sean, Jim is back, which is great. With Trevor coming in with the Evolve Academy, that partnership.
Yeah, I've seen that. Great, brilliant.
Yeah, we have to we have to start earlier. You know what I mean, and that kind of stuff. And look, we will have a transition year program as well in September. That's the aim. We've got to get it sorted next 2 weeks.
What's that look like, Shan?
So basically full-time football.
Brilliant. Yeah.
So
similar to what's on going on in Dublin and things.
Yeah.
And it's
so the same as the DBS one you're seeing. Absolutely identical.
Yeah. Right? It's a fantastic program.
Yeah. So will probably.
Where are you running out of though?
Can't tell you yet.
Go fuck yourself. I joke. But it'll have to be in conjunction with the school though, right?
No. We
So are you going down the line of hiring tutors and teachers and?
Yeah, we'll have. Hopefully in June we'll have.
My wife's a French teacher, just saying.
Have you sports background?
No.
So we'll have 2 full-time staff from the League of Ireland Academy audit hopefully by June. September we'll have 2 it'll be Kilkenny. It will be a Kilkenny venue for the 2026 start at September.
It's going to be in the watershed.
And then it's going to be then we'll look here in Carlow then for 2027.
Brilliant. I think that's
so like at that stage by September 27 we'll have 6 full-time staff within that, like doing those things.
That's brilliant.
But then the next step is can we get a full school? Can we take them out in 4th year? Can we get them into 5th year? Can we get them into 6th year? Because that's the level we're looking at.
That's a big step.
Yeah, well, it has to be. Well, like that's in the 10-year plan, right? That's in the strategic plan, so it has to be done.
When does the 10-year plan start?
It started last year.
So
we're way ahead of time.
By 2035, you want basically a fully functioning
professional academy,
academic and professional academy.
So sport will be the secondary education has to be number 1.
But that is fucking massive.
Yeah, it's huge. It's a like Rovers do a little bit of it. There's no one in the country doing it at the moment.
No, it's not been done.
No,
that's good. Do you know something? This is something I had hundreds and umpteens of conversations about many years ago. I don't know how we are not doing it.
Yeah, look, and like we had no ability to do that, or even trying people to laugh at you if you didn't have a first team. So that's why I'm not on the pitch at the moment, right? Because we've that to do, right? So we've got to get ready for June. But Peter, myself, and Fran are already thinking in 6-7 years' time what it's going to be, and that has it's a big ask. It takes 12 years. It takes 12 years to do it, but we have to have education and football, right, and all the way, right. We set to on a doorstep, like so what you linking in there.
So you can parallel the pathways, like
yeah. But the thing is too is that with the transition year program in particular is that we're not looking for all the elite players. If you want to do your transition year and you love football, come in. We do your coaching badges. We get your S&C stuff done.
Well, it's going to be part of the curriculum. It has to be,
exactly.
Right?
So it's not. So we're not just thinking of the footballer. We're thinking of the next coach. We're thinking like Keane. Like, I couldn't believe it. Keane was 20 years of age, youngest coach. To get his B license. The guys in the FA were telling him at the weekend. Like so,
Brilliant.
There's. That's so you're asking me about what's on my sleeve, the bit on the sleeve, the identify, develop, inspire. So it's not just the player; it's the next administrator, the next CEO of a football club. That's part of the education, and so football will be a part of everything we do, but it has to be on the education. Like you can't like someone does their ACL, someone does their cruciate, someone does their Achilles.
You need the insight, right?
You need, you have to have. And let's be honest about it, right? I mean, it's one of the bits I struggled with when in football was the boredom.
Yeah.
Like you're 4 hours a day in work.
Yeah.
What are you doing for the rest of 20? You can't sleep all the time. You know what I mean? Like so, and like I know Roy Keane goes mental on it. They can't be footballer. They can't be having other business, other interests. But look at the rugby guys, all of them doing it. You know what I mean? So that's like we're miles away from it at the moment. But that's the goal. That's the vision.
Yeah. That's brilliant. We have to move on. We have quick fire questions. Quick fire questions brought to you by Neighbourhood Cafe and Roastery on Barrack Street. Roasting single origin specialty coffee for wholesale and retail, making the world a better place. One neighbourhood coffee at a time. # love where you live. See neighbourhoodcoffee.ie. Paul Popadowling. You over age 35 this year, yeah?
Me?
Whoa!
Over age for over 50s, isn't he? 42 quick fire questions. That's a lot, isn't it? Right, let's go. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Early mornings or late nights?
Oh, early mornings it used to be, but late nights now.
Wexford or anywhere else in the world?
Anywhere else in the world.
Where's your favourite destination?
Me, New York.
Oh,
So good.
great city in the world.
Don't start talking about Christopher Columbus and every side. Fuck me. Everywhere bar fucking Sedanis after being.
Going to Jamaica this summer.
There you go, yeah. Over to the Bob man. Business owner or football man?
Football man.
Playing football or watching football?
Oh, playing is always better.
Love that. Academy football or senior football?
Senior football. I'm not built.
Why is that?
I'm not built for the quietness.
Best position on the pitch?
For me? Or the best
You were a
position to play?
goalkeeper. What's the best position on the pitch?
Actually, look, the one that gets all the attention, all the girls is the striker. So, no one wants to be the goalie.
Unless you're Graham Doyle.
Graham gets slow. You're slaughter
I love Graham.
Me and Graham won't be selling any posters.
Graham, I have faith in you, but don't worry about it. One football rule you change.
Throw-ins.
Oh, talk to me.
Dribble or pass.
So it goes out play, pass it in.
Yep. And if you don't have the ball back in 3 seconds,
But you can't
the other
score
team-
from it,
the other
though.
team has it.
But you can't score from it.
Can't
though.
score directly. Okay.
No, can't
Like
score.
you can't whip it in and head it back post score. Like
No, you can't score directly off it.
Yeah.
No, it's not a set play. No, has to be get the game going.
I think
yeah.
that's brilliant.
We've done it a good few times in the academies. It's brilliant. It's like in the up as development days. It's fantastic.
It'd speed things up quite a lot, wouldn't
Massively, quickly. Right. And you have to then kind of you have to.
Some rule.
it? It'd
wouldn't
change the stats of the game. It'd completely change the outlook and stats of the
Yeah,
game.
another thing too was like for me, it's stuff we always do. Is it's one of my big mantras: 3 seconds restart. But, okay, because there's too much wasting time rolling about.
There's some amount of long throws that are coming into the
it's
Premier
purple.
League this year.
Listen,
Isn't it?
But
Rory the Lap would be fucking Brad Pitt if it was.
you see them.
Wouldn't he?
Who was I watching at the weekend and they
There's
were
someone
setting up
getting
for a long throw and your man threw about 5 yards.
Oh yeah,
Was your man from Ireland?
yeah.
What club was it though? What match? It was one of the matches he was
looking at Ireland against
It was a
the comeback?
Premier League game.
Ireland against Hungary in the 3-2 game.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, why is your man come on to take a long throw and he didn't reach the 18-yard
I was
box?
watching the Premier League game at the weekend. I watched loads of it. I can't remember which one it was. And your man done the whole thing. Clean the ball, give the lean over to advertisement, right? And they were set up, and they were deep set up.
Yeah.
And came, I don't know if it slipped or something, through it. It genuinely went 15 yards. Like, he's like, what the
I'm
fuck?
sorry, when you get a coach getting paid 60,000-70,000 a year to be a throwing coach, sorry, no, we've lost.
Yeah,
I've lost
25 minutes to go. We're one
Yeah,
minute
I've
out.
lost
Let's
it.
get a
let
long
me tell
throw.
you, you wouldn't say no to it. You'd have for free.
Ah, no, I have some morals.
Fuck, I take
it. Well, if it's Liverpool, I do it for nothing.
Graham, you're up next week, Graham. Toughest part of being sporting director?
Being politically correct all the time.
Wow. That is difficult,
I was
right?
upset. I thought you were going to say not coaching.
No,
Miss coaching or
No, I
That's good.
no. See, some people step out totally off the pitch. I'll never do that. Like, you know what I mean,
You're going to stay on it as well, yeah?
Yeah, I'll always be on the grass at some stage. That's the whole reason we got involved in it.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just trying to, not upset people in I'm not talking about it politically correct and saying not upset people at the higher levels and the politics. Like just.
But I think you have attributes to make both of them a better place on the pitch and in the
Yes.
sporting director's role.
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah, like that's
So
your job. Your job is
If you're going to just do a sporting director, they're losing out on the pitch.
yeah.
And if you're just going to do the pitch,
Yeah,
they're
you
losing out
have
on
to have business people around you.
100%, yeah.
We're a football club. It's about football.
Mm.
Yeah, got to pay
Yeah.
for it though.
And the deeper you go into chasing success and off the pitch and on the pitch, I find that's the one thing everyone forgets. It's actually about football, lads.
Yeah.
Because that's why we're so lucky that we've started from scratch as an academy. We're not like where we've had a first team and you've got that turnover of managers. You know what I mean? Like, now, I mean, people will come and go all in, but like that's we're starting from scratch and we can't. And Peter and Fran would just kill me if I did anything else different. If the academy wasn't the number one thing, I mean, that's day one. Since that's the guys. You know what I mean? That's all the people who started off.
Yeah,
that's why. So yeah, we have to. As long as we're custodians of it, it'll be. That's the emphasis. If we don't ever win, if we don't ever get to the first division, we don't ever get there. But
but the pathway's there.
Boy, jeez, we'll be trying.
Yeah, the journey.
I've no doubt. I've no doubt. One word to describe Irish football right now.
Oh,
that's on a crest of a wave for me. That's not one word, but
that's a fucking paragraph.
That's one word for Irish football at the moment.
I'd go put that one as you. Think of a word.
Growing.
Nah, confused.
Do you think?
So we can't get anything right.
Oh, I think it's growing.
We're growing, but we're confused. No one knows.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm looking at
just look at what we're dealing with at the moment. No one wants to the crap going on with calendar football. Like we're 2 months without football. You know what I mean? You won't play this weekend in here. Maybe.
Yeah.
Madness. Yeah. Right? This fear of the GA, the rugby, something else. Lads, everyone wants to kick football, right? And grow up and get aligned with each other. You know what I mean? It's amateur game. So if we
it's hard to
it's
agree
so
with
hard.
that line, though, Shane.
I've played both. I see both arguments. I do argue, but like, who's suffering at the end of the day? Like, your players.
The game is suffering.
Yeah, exactly. So we've a lack of leadership, right? On that side, we make a decision and then we roll back from it.
The clarity is very poor.
So we that's why I would say no one knows what's going on. If you spoke to a coach in Burn Celtics and he spoke to me and we said that we all want to play football, we want to do everything else, right? But no one knows who's doing what. So God love poor John Martin, Lizzie Kent, who've taken over on these roles, and Shane Robinson. But like at least they understand the game, right? They're
good insight, right?
They're Irish people who have been come up through grassroots, so they understand both sides of the game. But we need to stop confusing it. We're doing something or we're not.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't work, right? So, but here's
you can't push and pull, can you?
No. Yeah, but here's a controversial one. What would be wrong with Carol and Kilkenny getting together and making one league? Ooh.
Oh, I'd love that.
Like, and have a big.
I go bigger. I go Southeast Super League.
Why not? Like,
I think it'd be brilliant.
But if you do calendar, you can do that. Okay, will we lose clubs? Yeah.
But I actually.
But are we not better off having bigger facilities, bigger clubs?
Shane, the only way I would do that is if it's part of the pathway.
Yeah, I agree.
So I would love a Southeast mega division, right? It's Sliver Car League, Sliver Kilkenny League, and you promote then from that into the Southeast. Then you go in from the Southeast to the third tier. Then you can go to Division 1, and then you can go. I think that's what the FA would be working on.
So if people got off their chairs and went to the meetings and consultation processes, and they would have seen that's what's happening.
Is it?
Yeah.
You must listen to me before.
I actually didn't know you. I'm going to be getting in trouble. I don't watch everything. I don't hear everything you do. So I'm going to have to get a new fan now, subscriber, isn't that right?
Yeah.
But no, look, that's part of the plan. That was Mark Kellerman's idea, but it was communicated. Like it's a 2 year that interested and we're that involved in football in we don't call it soccer because it's football.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, and you don't know that.
Yeah.
Whose problem is that? That's the communication from. This is what I'm saying. We're confused.
It's the comms. It's all comms.
I've been in the community because I was interested. I wanted to know because it was going to affect us. So Peter gave out to me if we didn't turn up to all these things. Right, but we're really confused. Like but the other side of the thing, right? We have the other word would probably be opportunity. We have the biggest opportunity we've ever had in football in terms in this country, right? To grow because of Brexit.
Yeah,
right?
correct.
So
investment opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was a typical Irish person there. I jumped to the most negative thing, right? So the positive end of this is that we've got, like I said, every one of the academies, all 24 of us should have full schools in the next 10 years if we're any good at our jobs.
Jesus Christ, that'd be unbelievable.
We create a 15, 16, 17, 18 year olds who come to play football full time and get their education. That should be easy as possible. We've got the government to buy in, right? That was the hardest part. Now we've got to actually do our jobs properly, spend the money properly, and created. We've got the opportunity in a couple of weeks' time to make the World Cup. None of us was going to go to America because your man's a mad man.
I don't know.
So might get over it.
Yeah, it won't be. Yeah, but we've got that opportunity, and that's the exciting part. But until we get rid of the confusion, that opportunity is not going to happen.
It's a view I've never heard before, and I'm going to have to decipher it. But I don't want to get again on it. On the confusion thing. I think the more you spoke there, the more I thought about it. I'm kind of like,
it's very explanatory, isn't it?
There is no comms. There is no. It's projected as us against them. It's projected as.
And that goes back right to the same question
you have to. Yeah. You have to.
But that goes right back to the question you asked at the start of the interview was about the Kenny Cup. Like, why is that even and why is that even
a debate?
Yeah, why is that something that we come to loggerheads about? Why is it a clash? Because there's no. It's confused. Everyone's like, you know what I mean? We have an educate. Everyone loves football. It's the most participated sport in this country, right? But we need leadership, and we need people to go on and do it. You know what I mean? And but we have an unbelievable opportunity. The women's game has never been as big. The men's game, you know, we've.
It's never been as big. League of Ireland's never been as big.
Yeah, forget about the international, but yeah, League of Ireland. I remember me check bouncing every second week in Waterford. Like, you know what I mean? Getting paid with €2 coins from
your company, no,
from the snooker club, right? Yeah, like, because that's the way it was done. And in the brown envelope handed to you. You know what I mean? And pat the all and going, all right, mate, you get it next week. Yeah, you know, we've got to go play it tonight, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And what a man to keep you motivated in them situations. But like, that's gone. Them days are so far gone. And Mark Scanlon has done an unbelievable job. And the guys in the FAI to do all that. But yet, down here, where all of us start in football, and I thought that sounds really, really bad down here, where all of us start in grassroots, right, and in amateur football, the game is, I've never seen it as pulled apart because no one knows what's happening.
Yeah.
Grow a pair of, and tell us what's going on, make a decision, let's all row in together, right? Some of us are not going to like it. But then, when that happens, don't throw your ties out of the pram. Don't start meeting up in private meetings and I'm going to set up a new league and all this kind of stuff. No, just row in together, because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters for any of us is we want to be in the Aviva watching our women's qualify for a World Cup, or us qualify for a World Cup. Like, I have a 13-year-old. He can't remember Ireland win the match.
That's nuts.
That's why you grew up in that,
Yeah. I Ray Houghton and jumping around in Tally 90 and you know what I mean, and then the World Cup in 90 in America, I heard lobbing your man in the goal for Italy, and
Pagliuca.
I remember running all over around Scarty, because Danny has a house in Castle Hill, running around up and down the street in Castle Hill, like, you know what I mean, because you couldn't text anyone there. Yeah. But like our kids don't have that.
Yeah.
Right. And we were fighting about.
I remember Ray Houghton's header against England. I remember. USSR,
but if you want to achieve, so we want to achieve that. We can't do it the way we used to do it, where we used to get players from England and the granny rule. But we're fighting about when we play on a Friday or a Saturday, or we're fighting out we might lose one club or two clubs or five clubs, or might lose 15 players to a GA match. Jesus, seriously, right? You know what I mean? Just sit back and listen to what we're actually talking about there. Yeah, and you know what I mean. So like, why like we all want the same thing.
No one likes change.
Oh, yeah, come here.
Do you know?
Yeah, but once upon a time we were cavemen too. But now we got
we were Neanderthals once upon a time. Yeah.
Anyway, that was the longest quickfire question of all time,
and it was a one-word answer as
well. If you can spell that word, that's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Two more for you. If you entered a room with everyone you ever knew in it, who would you look to first?
Has to be my wife.
Yeah. How long are you together?
20 years.
God bless her.
20 years in April.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Even husband month.
Yeah. I remember even the first time I seen her. I saw in the hall in Setu in Waterford. Yeah. Ends up coaching her then.
We won't show that face on.
No. I got married.
She's a player as well, though, right? She's a League of Ireland player.
Yeah, much better than I was. First ever All-Star from Wexford FC.
As in, like,
first ever women's national.
GA?
No, women's national league.
Oh, National League Team of the Year.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Wow.
She was she was supposed to be Mark and Stephanie Sinnott today. She did that goal went in, but she was pregnant. Oops. but she was
Stephanie Roach.
Stephanie Roach. Stephanie Sinnott. Yeah, so another girl I used to coach for years.
She got the puss gas.
So she was in the team with Louise Quinn, Katie McCabe that first year. Yeah, she was centre back. Yeah. She was centre back in that team. First ever.
Hard to admit that.
Yeah, she's much better than me. Yeah, much
Fair
better.
play to you.
Well, the trophy wall at home kind of tells that.
Tells the tale.
So
You have brown envelopes, €2, and she is all
I
stars.
have a picture of me and Ger Brendan playing Aussie rules. That's about all I have. Like, so yeah, that's not going to cut it.
Last one for you. If you could if you could know the absolute truth to one question, what would you ask?
I love that question.
It's a great question. We asked a few people this.
Is there a God?
If you know the what?
Is there a God?
Yeah.
Right? I'm not a religious person, but I fell out of love with it. Like, so is there a higher being? Where do we go afterwards?
Oh,
That's the best answer I've ever heard.
Can you come back next week for an episode on that question?
Graham,
No,
it's not
absolutely
you
not,
are coming
because-
great. No, fuck me.
There'll be a lot of
That's some
chat there.
fucking answer.
Yeah.
Best one, yeah.
That's quick fire question. That's brought to you
Went
by
on for an hour.
neighbourhoodcoffee.ie. Just a quick reminder about our website. You can catch up on all the past episodes. Keep up with what's new, and the newsletter should be out actually there now. Check it out on howishe.ie and have a look around. You buy an old jersey or something for us. And Fantastic Five is also up and going as well. It's that time, guys. Leave that in. Okay, that was scandalous. That's worth 2 weeks off. Those teeth really hurt you. But it's that moment. You heard a little giggle there. Our fantastic, beautiful CEO, boss, fucking bitch, Shannon Redmond is back. This episode this curveball is sponsored by Brew. That's with 3Ws, brew.ie. You go to a place website, design and creation, all that crack. Just contact Craig. Look up on all the socials. Pop it. Let's roll the dice with Shannon here. What you got? What you got for us, girl?
What you got for us, girl?
This one's more so just a question I thought of myself because not everyone has the same answer I do.
Okay.
And I kind of sometimes rely on you to have the same answer as me.
Okay.
Is that a bad choice?
Yeah, I didn't just black out for the last 15 seconds.
Okay. So, what did you say?
I was blacked out for the last 15 seconds. I went like that.
He really misses it.
The sound of my
Is she
voice.
still speaking? Yeah.
I'm on board.
So, when you wake up in the morning, okay?
And you jump right out of bed. Yeah,
Come on, let's
don't
do this. Check it out. Check out that old pot.
Sorry.
No
You
time
stumble
for the
out of bed, you
fence.
stumble in the kitchen. Anyway,
Tune, 95.
that's a good one, isn't
Would
it?
you never talk?
Dolly Parton. I was in Gatlinburg. I was in Dolly Parton. I was actually at Dolly Parton's.
You were actually in Dolly
Stampede.
Parton.
I knew you'd pick up on that.
That's what I
Thanks.
said.
Dolly Parton's town is what I said.
Okay, that's all right.
If it comes across any other way in this episode, that was edited to make me look like
Yeah.
filth.
Can I ask the
Shannon,
question?
sorry, you can speak now.
You wake up in the morning and, right, I want to know, brushing your teeth,
Yeah.
do you do that first thing when you wake up or do you wait till after your breakfast to brush your teeth?
No, I as soon. I probably wouldn't have been the most hygienic a person before I was married, right? Before I met my current wife. So,
That's a lovely way of putting that, Podge.
not that I was going around stinking around. Like some people might say I was stinking, but I didn't think I was. But so my routine is get up, shower, brush my teeth, get down, and coffee and a cigarette. That's my routine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't brush my teeth afterwards. So I shower. Usually I run with some kind of electric razor, brush my teeth, go down, coffee and a cigarette.
Yeah, so before, you brush your teeth before your coffee
Yeah.
then? Yeah, okay.
And then the first mouthful is absolutely like cyanide because of the toothpaste, and then everything else is fine after that.
Yeah.
That's been my morning for the last 4 years, 5 years.
Okay, well, you brush your teeth beforehand then. That's okay.
Sorry.
That's what I do.
Wasn't a trick
Should
question,
I not
Podge.
broke it down like that? Do I pass?
You're qualified.
plus.
You're qualified, yeah.
Yeah, because I'll tell you where this question came from. I brush my teeth the minute, like when I open my eyes, there's no toothbrush in my hand straight away because woeful morning breath straight down, like to brush my teeth. But people think that's weird that I brush my teeth before my breakfast. But I don't think that's weird. What
No,
do
I
you
don't,
do?
I don't think it's.
Yeah.
Well, but I keep. Oh, Jesus, she's the most popular girl, and this is my fucking wife. I always mention her, but she'd always do it after her
Yeah.
breakfast. Always.
Yeah, this
She'd
is
have,
makes
she'd
more
have the
sense
shower
to
and
do
all
it
that
afterwards.
first, and then she'd have her stuff and have. But see, I don't eat.
You have your coffee.
I just have a coffee. Unless I'm in a hotel buffet, I was never one for breakfast.
What
No.
about you, Pop?
It makes more sense to brush your teeth after you've had your breakfast,
didn't
but
that's what
I've
makes more
never
sense.
done it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of a habit now that I plug in my phone away from the bed.
Yes.
So I have to get out of bed to turn off the alarm.
Okay.
And once I get out of bed, I'm up. And then it's brush your teeth, mouthwash, shave, and into the shower then, because in case there's any cream or any shit on your face. So
That's
the
enough.
answer is before.
I love that I got a full morning routine.
Yeah, that's it. Every morning, clean shaven, brush the teeth, mouthwash, shower.
Do you know you're meant to mouthwash before you brush your teeth?
Stop trying to reinvent.
That's
the
like
fucking-
putting in
Yeah.
conditioner. Then. That's like saying,
Stop.
what did it say?
That's
Shampoo,
like Kellogg's
conditioner.
tell you that cereal is the most breakfast is the most important meal. Like, do you know? It's
is.
not. Yeah, it's garbage.
Breakfast is the most important meal.
There's
who,
one for you.
who tells you that?
Here's one for you.
Where'd you hear
Kellogg's.
that? Kellogg's. Who sells all the cereal?
Everybody here has gone to a chipper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want? Do you want salt and vinegar in your chips? Yeah. Why do they put vinegar on then salt? Why don't they say, do you want vinegar and salt in your chips?
That's just how
Well,
they
there is
say
a
it.
routine to that, isn't there? Because if you put on the vinegar first, the salt will stick.
Yeah, but why don't they just call it vinegar and salt?
I don't know. It's
Salt and
a
vinegar.
pharmaceutical. It's just because it's pharmaceutical. It's an alphabetical.
Pharmaceutical.
Yeah, I just don't get that. It's like putting in.
Salt and vinegar you're getting on your
You
chip.
don't put mouthwash in before you brush your teeth.
It's
No.
something to do with is it the fluorine?
Sorry, no, what you were getting at with the salt and vinegar.
You know what I mean?
Sorry, I apologise.
You know when you get a bag of
Yeah.
chips
I'm not well.
and your man says, "Do you want salt and vinegar in your chips?" Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they go vinegar then salt. Why don't they say vinegar? Do you want vinegar and salt in your chips? And they put vinegar on then the salt,
Yeah.
which they always do. They never put the salt on and then the vinegar.
Yeah.
Do they not? I never watched them that
they
closely.
don't.
I know. I don't
It's
like
like putting
vinegar.
conditioner in your hair and then putting in shampoo.
Never got vinegar in my chips in my life.
I don't really like vinegar.
Don't vinegar.
But then I hate when you ask for just salt and it's absolutely smothered.
I
in
never
salt.
get salt on them.
Oh, I love salt and vinegar on chips.
No. I
Curry
wouldn't.
on the side.
Yeah.
Do you know?
There you
Do you know I'm retired from eating? You know that?
You tired, Podge?
Retired.
Oh, retired. Sorry.
Retired from eating. Yeah. Yeah. I can't do it anymore.
Are you, is
Taking a
that?
break? Like,
This is officially me
Is that
announcement
official?
from takeaways and all
Are you
that.
not going over retirement now?
Look, never say never. Right? You know, like holidays, non-inclusive resorts, things like that might change things. But no, I had a big fright there 2 weeks ago, and I'm fine, guys. Don't worry. Don't hold off on the simply
Me and
cards.
Shannon didn't jump off the chair, did we, Shannon?
Yeah.
we're just the
But
silence
yeah, no,
of
it's,
Stephanie.
and it kind of reels back
We
into
love you really,
routine,
Baz.
though. It reels back into routine, like.
Yeah.
Because the funny thing about it is, for me, is that I don't know why I'm doing this. You don't realise how important that routine and that process is until you get like older, or you get like a little scare, or like, isn't that nuts?
You get your bloods done, Podge?
Like,
Often.
if you haven't had my bloods done in 3 years, so I'll be getting them
Boo-boo.
done. I'll be getting them done now soon. Yeah, next
Boo-boo.
week hopefully.
Every 6 months.
But
When I hit
say
40,
if you
I'll
were
start
to
getting them
say
done
if
as
you
well.
were to ask me, say if you were to ask 20-year-old Podge that question about
Yeah.
who's single and probably really good looking and what's that?
Stunning.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Podge Hammond or Podge?
Dale.
Oh,
Do you know, like, you're talking about, do you brush your teeth? I'm like, I do. Why brush my teeth? They're perfect.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Attitude sense, like. Do you know?
Yeah. Well, we had to pay.
Like a sleep in me socks kind of thing. Do you know, when you're that age, like, you just, do you know,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
funny how you go older. you're
Manual
like,
toothbrush or electric?
Oh no, the teeth were betting, electric toothbrush, teeth were betting to me because my parents had to pay, what was it, a couple of grand anyway for braces
Yeah.
when I was a child. So I was like, if you don't mind them teeth,
Mm.
after I was paying a
fucking
couple of
cheap.
grand.
It's not cheap. I
No
don't,
skateboarding?
I
no
don't like
blind
the
channels?
electric. I don't like the electric one.
What,
Hurt
you
me
don't like-
gums.
No.
I think
Then
I
you
might
press
have
too hard.
gingivitis.
All the what did he call it?
Gingivitis, gum disease.
Gingivitis.
Finding us so much
All
information about each
all
other,
the
guys.
dentists can't be wrong, Podge.
Ah.
You have to use electric toothbrush
You do, yeah.
You know, you probably do. Yeah, I just don't like them. They hurt me gums.
Do you floss?
Yeah.
all the time.
I
Buy the little
recently
brushes
started
now.
floss.
No, the little yolks you
Yeah,
can
I
get.
love
Yeah,
them.
they're the ones I use, yeah. Like
They're
the
not the
little,
brushes now.
like little pipe cleaners.
Little pipe, you can get 5 different sizes, 5
Yeah.
different colours.
Oh no, I don't use the brushes. I'm not that
Got me
that
teeth
level.
cleaned in
Oh,
the
no,
dentist
the
and they
pipe-
gave me
oh,
these
no,
5
they-
little...
they're brilliant.
These are...
They are
I know
brilliant.
the ones you're on.
And-
These ones, I went to CDC and got me teeth done, cleaned, and you want to hand me 5 little brushes. I said,
When did you get them cleaned?
I'm not going to do it, you Podge. I dig it. Anyway, yeah, give me 5 little brushes. And I said, why is it colour coded? What's going on? Like, is Rainbow Zippy and George and all that? No. So basically, it's different gaps in between the teeth. They slip in and they're deadly. Like a little...
They are.
they
I
gather-
use them, yeah.
They gather everything in between your teeth, basically, and you're supposed to do it twice a day.
I used
And you can buy them in Tesco now.
To clear it, like.
They're
To clear
brilliant.
it out.
Yeah.
They're brilliant. I do use them.
I use mum's the pointy thing on the other end. They're the ones.
But
I use.
I use them at night. I wouldn't use them in the morning when I get up. I use them before I go to bed. Like, I wouldn't
Yeah.
do that job twice now.
You can literally just... Lovely.
This is the worst curveball ever.
Two hygienic little queens. Sorry. Anyway, it was more so to solve the debate. That's all.
Yeah. Electric toothbrush.
Anyway, thanks again.
Jump out of bed.
Salt and vinegar.
Turn off the alarm.
Dolly Parton.
No, not Dolly Parton. He sings Dolly Parton.
Piss in the
Like,
shower.
Piss in
Do you piss in the shower?
Lads.
Everybody in this
Do you
world
piss?
has pissed in the shower.
100%.
And anybody didn't.
She can't help is a liar. There's two people. This is on. I'll give a shout out to probably the most popular podcast in the country, Talking Bollocks, and that's their first question to all their guests. The piss in the shower.
Everybody has
yes
at
or
some
no.
stage.
And
On
if
an
any-
honest to yourself, you could have been drunk
And
in
if
the shower.
anyone says no, they call them a liar.
Yeah, no.
they're
Everybody
right.
in
They're
this
right.
country has pissed in the shower.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about it.
No,
Okay,
I had to be
I'll take
really
it.
quiet to sneak up the person before,
Male, female, Sam Smiths, all them boys, everybody's done it.
Papa, we're going to stop there. We're going too deep now. Anyway, Shannon, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, Shan.
Curveball is sponsored by brew.ie. Thanks very much. Again, lads, thanks very much to our sponsors, Carl Estimating, for all your construction, tendering and estimating needs. Check them out, carlestimating.ie, and all the social channels. That's it for this episode. Shane, thanks so much for coming on.
No bother.
I wish you every bit of success, and I genuinely mean it. We'll comment for free. Only pop.
Absolutely, yeah. I'd
Just
rather
leave it
see
out,
you,
it's recorded.
Yeah.
I'd rather see you put money into the players than
Yeah,
players 2 fucking
100%.
months, because we love the game.
Yeah.
And we could only just
Yeah,
comment
look,
on
we'll
games for free.
we'll 100% be looking for.
Well, I'm going to go anyway. I'll be there anyway, so it'll make no difference. But every bit of success going forward. I really hope it takes off. I really hope Buckley Park becomes what it was, and I hope kids and fans get the same feeling traditions that others did down through the years by going down there.
Absolutely. Thanks a million, guys.
Definitely,
Appreciate it.
you're a massive advocate for the club. Like you've sold it there tonight. Like if there was a sales pitch, you sold it.
I'd find it very hard to follow up with
Yeah.
you. Because
Oh, don't worry.
Right.
We play a match and I'll fall out with everyone. And then
no,
that's
but
it.
just in
Yeah,
conversation though.
the first one to shake your hand, but on the field, you're
Yeah.
dead.
I know, I kill you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If
Just,
it's a free
That's
race,
the
I want
way
to
it
do
is, though.
Yeah.
just in conversation, I think your logic and rationale and the way you explain things and speak about things doesn't open up much for debate, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it just comes from experience. I've been promised to be someone on stars as a 16-year-old kid, as a 15-year-old kid, going to be all that kind of stuff, and you just don't. I don't want that empty feeling and the kind of
Well,
Yeah.
The feeling you left me with is not a bluff.
yeah. No, I mean it. I don't.
That's a fact. No, but that's the truth.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But-
Do we make mistakes? Fucking hell of it.
Sure, who doesn't make
We
mistakes?
made loads, like, you know what I mean. But it's honesty. You know what I mean, honesty, integrity, trust, and hard work are
Yeah.
the values of the club. Like, so, those are.
No, it's fantastic, and look, it's really, really great talking to you. And you, as I said to you, we'll be down at games as fans or whatever the fuck we're going to be there, but we'll be there to support you, my friend.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Really. Thanks, Billy.
That's it. That's this week's ads. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, follow, and share. We're on all the podcasting and social platforms. If you didn't like it, go fuck yourself. Give us a share and follow anyway. I'm only joking. Thanks for all the support, lads. Genuinely appreciate it. Pop the vat and else before we go.
Sorry about Podge there, lads. No, thanks very much, James. Great episode.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
As always, not my podcast.
not my podcast.
It's Carol's podcast. It's your podcast. Good luck and God bless until next week.
Brilliant.
That's full time on this week's episode of the Housey Podcast, available on all podcasting platforms. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter/X. Proudly sponsored by Amplify. Got a story to tell? A voice that needs to be heard? Get in touch with us here in Amplify, Carlow Town's professional home for podcasters of all kinds. We can be found on Instagram at Amplify Podcast Studio. Amplify, power up your podcast.